Had my first loss already. That's why I don't like getting in before the market opens. Oh, everything looked like it was shorting just fine and dandy. Everything's going down right here. And I still think it's going to be a short day, but like yesterday, it looked completely short on everything and completely went straight up right after the bell opened. All right, so yesterday it was all red looking down and it reversed. And then overnight it dropped down here. We're looking to go short, no doubt. It's below all the important lines, but getting in at the right moment is the trick. I thought I had it right over here, and it went up and stopped me out on this impulse move here. So I don't know how much higher it's got to get before it rotates down. Nice strong movement to the downside, but the MES micro, it may need to go up for a minute here. Let's take a look at the 15. That is the 15-minute chart. Boom, boom. I guess up here's the real resistance. And it's towards the bottom. So it could rotate. Let's see where the trend lines are at on that 15-minute chart real quick. Yeah, we got this one here coming down. So it could go up quite a bit, fill that empty space before it decides to rotate back down, if it doesn't completely reverse in our faces like yesterday and become a bullish, crazy momentum reversal day. And I completely was tried to shorting yesterday. I was able to make back my losses, closed with a $50 loss on the one account, but it's $50, 50-50 per account. And I have 8 accounts. Just depends if I want to keep trading another account or not. And I did, and we were able to make back that loss, and we turned it into a profitable day, thank goodness. But let's take a look here at what we're looking like. I gotta have to wait. I mean, this is exactly what happened yesterday. Just an from nowhere strong candle. It went straight up and didn't look back. Of course, we know what happened at the end. Here's that candle from yesterday, just straight up when everything's looking down, straight up, and it just kept going and going and going and didn't even look back. So here we are. Let's see what happens. After yesterday, you got to be cautious because this could easily, turn into a pintail day at the bottom here. So I want to be very careful, very careful. Market's about to open any minute now, any second, any minute. And I want to be ready for it. This is also where it could reverse. I need to figure out what kind of day I think it is. I think it's a bearish day. What's the best strategy for today? Shorting either with the trend, which will involve the moving averages, or trend line breaks, bear flags, which is nothing more than breaking the trend line. So which strategy do I want to use? I'm going to keep an eye on both of them. Trend line breaks and reversal patterns on the moving averages. Okay, so we're just watching this bad boy go straight up here. Right up into a trend line moving average combination right here on one of my charts, 5,000 tick chart. Looks like it wants to go straight up through it, and it is. Will it put in a pintail? Nope, strong close. So for it to be a reversal for me, it's going to have to close above the 15-minute chart, above all the moving averages, including the 20 that's way up here, or 50, I mean. Consolidate and keep going that way. Otherwise, on the 15-minute chart, well, what happened yesterday with that? Let's take a look. Yeah, as soon as it closed above all the moving averages on that gigantic candle, started consolidating, pressing up. all the moving averages were all above the 50 and everything. That's when, you know, the reversal takes place. That's when I tried to go long, actually, last time. Here we are with a trend line break. Last time I tried the trend line break yesterday on the strong move up, it was a decent trade. It just reversed and stopped me out. So I'm kind of gun shy on that. We do have a potential red bar ignored after a trend line break, which is very, you know, bullish. I could try to go long here and see if we can catch a little break over the top of that. Which is definitely a possibility because of what it's doing on the 5,000 tick chart with the trend line break and the red bar ignored. If it goes over the top, if it goes over the down the bottom, we're going to want to short it. The problem is we do have that trend line as support on the 5,000 tick chart. 15-minute chart's coming into a trend line. 15-minute chart is coming into a trend line. If we didn't know anything about the 5,000 tick chart, we're looking at a struggle for it to get over the trend line on the 15-minute. It hasn't really reached that yet on the 5,000 tick chart. It's pushing up.
Order filled.
I'm going to try to go long here. See if I can get something on this. Just give me something. Give me something. I got a short right here. My stop is right underneath that area right there. See if it'll give me something. Give me something. Go up and give me something. There you go. Almost.
Order filled.
Okay,
Order
I'll take a
canceled.
1-to-1 on that. I'll take a 1-to-1 on that. That'll work. That'll work. Probably going to add a 2-to-1. I like what I was seeing here. Red bar ignored over the trend line. One of my favorite setups. There was room for it to go to that trend line. And so I just wanted to get a 1-to-1. And that's what happened. It worked out pretty good. And that's what happened. It worked out pretty good. Yeah, just these mornings, the last couple mornings, man, just everything's looking like it's fluid and flowing in a determined direction, and then just bam, in your face, sucker punch. So let's see what we got here. Is it going to continue like yesterday? That's the question. Hour chart yesterday, sudden reversal, continued into the close, all the way to the close. After the bell, boom, it fell straight down. So if this engulfs and closes above that candle, that's what happened yesterday. Closed, engulfed, 3-bar reversal on the, yeah, that was a 60-minute chart. Wow. You get a 3-bar reversal on a 60-minute chart. That's pretty good sign that it's probably found at least a temporary bottom. Here's what that looked like on the 15-minute chart. Massive engulfing candle. So let's see what we get here. I mean, it just depends on where it closes. If it puts in a strong pintail, I'm looking for it. Now, if I want to short this exponentially, 250 tick and the 200 and a 2000 tick, it's going to have to agree. We're going to have to agree. I think I see a short coming. I think I see a short opportunity here. It would be a close underneath all these moving averages, but it's going to have to agree with this area over here. I want to see if these pintails continue. I want to see it break down right there. We'll see if that happens. We've already got a strong move up.
Order filled.
See if I can get it. Get something on this. See if it'll keep going. Come on, baby, keep going. Give me something. Give me something. Just give me a 1-to-1. That's all I'm asking. Just a 1-to-1. Just a 1-to-1. That's all I'm asking. Come on. Come on down. Keep coming down. Come down. Don't go up. See, this happened yesterday when I was trying to short that thing. And is it going to take out the pivot? That's what if it engulfs the whole entire red candle and comes
Stop
back
filled.
over. Yeah, it got me. Oh, well. I mean, I tried, man. I don't know if this was the best setup, though. It was only underneath the momentum line with these going up. And a lot of times I like it to come down. Yeah, it's better if it comes down below the 20, gets trapped. Sometimes it works, though, if it gets trapped between the 8 and the 20. See, here it comes again. I'm going to try it again. Six. Count 6. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm glad I didn't get ticked into that thing. I wanted to see it come back here and rotate. It went up way too high, and that's looking like it's wanting to put in a megaphone pattern. Lovely. Lovely little megaphone pattern. I got to remember what's going on over here. Do I really want to try to short this today like yesterday? All right. If it stays above this trend line right here, see, I was trying it because it was falling below the 15-minute trend line. All right. But now that it's back over the top of it, and if it dances around that area, that's going to be very hard to judge properly. Too hard to judge. And it could do anything, man. So if I don't know what to do, don't do anything. Take a look at the trend. Is there a trend developing on exponential charts? Say the 5,000 tick chart's going up and the 500 tick chart is going up. So it looks, at least in the short term, bullish. In the short term, bullish. Day trading the short term, strong momentum up. 5-minute candle close strong above all these. It's definitely putting in a pintail on the day chart. It might try to go close the, it might head up on the day chart. It never even tested the pivot after gapping down last night. This morning, it hasn't tested the pivot. It hasn't come close to the close. It could try to go green and then turn red. If it's not going to stay green, it could start getting weak any moment. Any moment. I mean, there's another pivot level I haven't seen. It's right at this pivot level. Yeah. From a couple of days ago. Dancing, trying to get over the top of that. It's been trying to get over it all night. Used it as support there. Couldn't stay. Fell below it. And then now it struggled to get over it there. Now it's trying to get back over it again. Okay, so what does that mean for me? That means it could fail right here. I'm looking for a short. But do I really want to short after the strong move over all the moving averages with a 50% correction coming in? It swept the liquidity though. So yeah, it's like a coin toss. It could have just wanted sweet liquidity before going back down, but what a move. Does it have to go that strong? Does the move have to go that strong? Here's a nice short off the red line. That would have been a 2-to-1 return right there. Technically, it's just a choppy mess now on the 5,000 tick chart, which means if I use this chart to keep me aware of the ranges, it's going to have to break, somehow give me a test and keep going. If this puts in a lower high.
Order
All right, I'm going
filled.
to try it again. Let's see what happens here. Stop loss is in place. $60. This would be a 1 trade for this account if it fails. It's a $60 stop loss, so I can't lose more than 50. If it goes up, then this account's not going to do too good. It's going to have to take out that whole entire candle, and it could. I mean, it could. Yeah, this kind of market will chop your butt. I mean, it came right down to 50%, bounced off all those moving averages, and now it's going back up. See if it's a liquidity sweep and it's just going to be choppy today, then hopefully we'll get at least 1-to-1 on this. The day chart doesn't have to keep going down. I just need to find areas where I can get 1-to-1 returns. So if this hits me for 2 accounts back to back, I'm going to really have to take a break. 2 in a row, $50 loss on both of them. That's going to hurt me. So I really need this to give me a 1-to-1. I really, really do. I like how it's doing this pattern. That's a nice bearish pattern. There's plenty of room to go down. We'll see if I get any mercy. You are at the mercy of God on this stuff, man. All you can do is try to find patterns that seem to work, and timing and grace is, oh, there ain't nothing for me to do. I could just sit here and wait, because I ain't going to change my stop loss, and I'm not going to close early. I'm going to have to wait it out, see what happens. It's making lower highs. I mean, it really is. This is looking pretty good, but anything can happen. I really need to get this 1-to-1. I really, really do. Maybe it'll go more than that. I don't know. $500 tick chart. Come on down. I need this just to break even. Good grief. If it gets 2-to-1, we'll be doing good. Start reducing my risk a little bit here. Come on, buddy. Go on down there. Do I have it? Man. Maybe they're waiting on news. I didn't even check the news. Today's Thursday. 9:45 PMI report. That's right now. Didn't really do much. That's it. Okay, so there's nothing there. Man, I need this thing to go down. Go down, buddy. Go down. Go down. Come on down here for me. Come on down, buddy. Come on down. You can do it. Keep going. At some point, I'm going to have to try to break even or see if I can reduce my risk here. It's at 1-to-1 right now. I'm going to start lowering my risk a little bit. I really want to put my stop right here now. But it loves to come all the way back to entry. It might even sweep that pivot there. It loves to do that. It loves to go right back to where you got back into the trade. This is looking good. This is what you want to see. But how far down will it go? Will it go all the way down to the pivot level down there? That would be super great if it did. Something I need to... Oh, well, that's where my... 2-to-1 would be way down there. Well, it almost got me 1-to-1. A lot of my times my rule is to just break even. But I'm going to reduce my risk a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to go to break even. This thing is way too choppy, man. If it puts in another low here and it drops down below here, then I'll go to this pivot here. Right now, I got to stay out of its way. Keep going. There you go, buddy. Come on down to 2-to-1, please. This is why I shorted earlier, because it did close below the trend line. Just not yet. We really need to see this red candle continue or another red candle down. We really need that. There it goes up to entry. Right back up. Let's see if it continues to go up here and sweep all these pivots and stop me out. If it does, I'm shutting this thing down because I won't be able to emotionally take that too easily. The question is, should I leave my stop where it was? It only went to 1-to-1. That's always the question. That's always the battle. Well, I would have been broke even on this trade instead of losing it. If I would have broke even like I like to do. Look at this. I mean, you don't know that's going to happen. You don't know. It definitely wanted to sweep some of that. This is where it needs to fail and go back down. This is where it needs to fail and go back. Look at this. Look at this choppy stuff, man. Amazing. This is where it needs to fail. Come on, you've proven your point. You're a man. You're a man's man. Now let's come back down. Come back down. There you go. Below entry a little bit. Come on. You got hair on your chest. We know you're strong. Let's go. Roll back down. If it goes over the top of this, I'm getting out.
Stop filled.
It got me. I'm shutting this thing down. Okay, need a break. I'll see you in the next video. Almost 2 accounts with a 50-50 loss on both of them, and that's really, really ticking me off right now. So, peace. I don't even know whether... I got to calm down. I got to calm my emotions down.